How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Jack here with another video. So I have been requested to check out more from the Degenerocity channel, for which I gotta say, one, the channel name, absolutely awesome. Second, today's video is going to be on the goatness of music. Look, I have but one thing to say about this, and that is that it's all about vibes. I used to be one of those who had a slight bit of elitism going on there with regards to music criticism. And I'm saying this because there used to be this kind of rule where if you actually wanted to criticize music, you needed to have a certain modicum of knowledge about it, like almost elitist-like, to be able to levy a certain type of criticism, right? Because you needed to play an instrument, you need to know how composition were, like where we're living in the 1600s. Listen, as a guy who played bass like the token black guy in a band, I used to have like a certain thing about like reserving my criticism about certain songs, but in the least frowning a little bit when I would hear something that quite literally didn't make sense to me. But alas, those times are over, because today we have the likes of Gucci Gang, for whom I just gave you 90% of the lyrics, are able to make people vibe with their songs all night long. And listen, I'm saying all of this without being mad at it at all. As a once proud owner of a 2007 iPod Classic, yes, the one with 160 gigs of memory. Jesus Christ, I miss when device used to be that good. Shuffling through it will have you listen to outright deathcore metal, old school hip hop and anime opening songs, so I'm not one to complain. That being said, let's just dive straight into the video.
When you hear this, what would you describe it as? Angelic, heavenly, beautiful, just good music. And now when I put on Uncle Aaron's beats from PP Spider-Man, what goes through your head?
Uncle Aaron should be jailed for this. Absolutely, no, it's so bad. Like, you might put this to, I don't know, some Australian dancer who scammed their way into the Olympics and have them breakdance to a beat like that, but no one else.
Yeah, I'm working on new combos.
Like, beside his obviously immaculate riz and his ominous villain theme song,
Jesus Christ,
Uncle Aaron did not have much else going on for him. Okay, his art and of course the fact that he was instrumental in the development of Miles Morales, but his music was not part of it.
Nails on a chalkboard, a fork scraping a plate, rent. Horrible
Rent.
man-created atrocities come to mind when hearing this godforsaken beat. No wonder why he went to crime, cause no bills would ever be paid if this was his profession. I mean, it's just bad music. Music is a funky rhythmic set of beeps and boops and tss and pops and sometimes. And when these beeps and boops and bops and bangs synchronize together in a symphony or a catchy tune, it sparks a joy to my eardrums.
Sorry for pausing a little bit too quick here, but the scene here with we are skaters from the deepest part of Massachusetts, a band looking here, they are amazing. This guy right here has an awesome voice. That's all I'm saying.
Together in a symphony or a catchy tune, it sparks a joy to my eardrums when listening to these pieces of skillfulness, genius, art. Sometimes the music can be so good that when it gets interrupted by anything, you can't help but feel anger. Like your wife kissing you in front of Willem Dafoe. Bitch, get off! Sometimes music can feel so right in your ears, like it's pouring cold water directly into the eardrum.
Yo, that Willem Dafoe bit will literally be me. No, like seriously, my girlfriend interrupting me while I'm having a moment with the goat that is Willem Dafoe. I'll be like, woman, don't you see that this guy is wearing the Balenciaga, the framed blue jeans, the 1-2 buckle my shoes, and of course, the random sport thingy.
I don't know.
And you want me to give you attention? No.
Other times, good music could spark an emotion that could only be expressed with crying. And other times, good music could rethink the way you view life in a euphoric sense. All of those interpretations come into this. I cannot write think pieces, But you get it. Good music sounds good. It makes us go, ooh. Even though music is subjective, we all know it can recognize a good song when we hear it. Everybody knows Free Bird bops, Party Anthem rocks, I Merely Rock or Any Black, all universally beloved.
Reggie! This guy is awesome. I remember him from the Vines days. He used to make these like choir composition of different songs. It was so great. I still use some of them actually when I'm editing.
Rock or Any Black, all universally beloved songs among all cultures. Any sane person can recognize a goat when they hear them. We can recognize good music just as much as we can recognize bad music. Bad music in most
Run! Run, bitch, run!
cases is a plague to the human mind and ears, like eating the butt of a woman who didn't wipe. In most cases, it's just straight bad, but sometimes it could come in all types of delicacies. Okay, what the hell?
I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, I'm gonna channel my inner Umar Johnson right now. Which is ironic that I'm saying that because he's the kind of guy who will hate my relationship, but I beg your pardon, ladies and men. I don't judge anybody's sexuality out there. Wipe your butt.
What do I mean by that? I just mean music is one of the most subjective genres that exist. It isn't like movies or TV shows where at least some people there have to have at least some level of talent and artistry to make a decent product. Nah, anybody with a phone and a mic could make a song of them talking on beat to a metronome instrumental. And I can guarantee you there's still a fan base out there for them. Cause even a low effort or sloppily composed song can still sound better or at least have infinite more replay value than a master at their craft releasing something. I was going to make this video about good music versus bad music, displaying some songs and artists I like and hate, like Taylor Swift good, Weezer bad, you know, just spitting facts, but that's just boring. So instead you're gonna hear a barely educated man raving about the versatility of good music and quote-unquote trash music. When thinking of good music, what comes to mind? Michael Jackson, Bob Dylan, ancient Mesopotamian music? Nah, for me, it's definitely the vibes. That's what's important. How a song makes me feel. You see, music ain't just for entertainment. It's whatever you in the mood to experience at that moment. Like if I'm in the mood of breaking, I want to listen to metal or heavy bass boosted rap to enhance my experience of me destroying my house. If I'm in the mood to float, I'm gonna put on Radiohead or anything that's considered shoegaze. That combined with a gas station cart will make you feel like you're experiencing heaven.
Dude, you know, I remember once going on a very, very long ride to visit my parents, right? They live like at least 300 kilometers away. So it takes like 2 hours to go to them while driving. In a train is even worse. But I have narcolepsy, which means that I'm very easily prone to falling asleep. Something that has been remedied through exercising and therapy and stuff like that. But when I'm on a ride like that, and somehow my playlist shifts into something like, they say, Street Spirit or my Iron Lungs, oh my god, my body is just on a relaxed state. I am floating through the clouds and I'm about to crash my car. Music has that wonderful effect that a lot of things does not have, especially if you truly get entranced by it.
For real. And if I'm in the mood to sleep, I'd put any new Little Baby song to experience true slumber. That's how music is. The experience is a majority of my enjoyment. When I have a bad time with it, that's not good. Like if your dad catches you listening to something you think is peak, but the rest of the world might not vibe with it, you're gonna remember that time the next time you listen, and the time after that, ruining the song for you for all of eternity. Cause you always have that memory of, my dad heard that. Be careful if you're shuffling your like songs on aux too. Imagine you and your gang in the car bumping the good shit. Then your playlist started playing your Steven Universe songs you forgot you added back in high school. And they're all like, the hell is this you be listening to, bruh? How'd you know we love this song? Oh my god, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's so I'm into fat bitches. Imagine that happens. Me and the gang are in a polyamorous relationship now for life. That's just the way it has to be. Also, mentioning Steven Universe made me remember how music greatly affects a TV show and movie experience.
I'm saving the Shizune edit. That's freaking clever. For which, by the way, if none of you have ever seen this movie, I highly recommend that you watch it. It is so great, not just from the visual standpoint, but also auditory. The composer here did a Kanye West 808 Say You Will kind of thing here. I just realized I said a bunch of buzzwords that most of you might not even understand, but Kanye, Yeezus, whatever you want to call him, the guy who's a self-proclaimed genius, not so much, but definitely good at making beats, but who is currently also a renowned racist, anti-Semite, and parodies his girlfriend as was she a piece of meat. You need to say the whole portfolio for people to understand the insanity that you're about to spout. But Kanye in 2008 released this song called Say You Will on one of his albums, and it uses the synthesizers instead of some instruments. And he re-released it in 2015 with an award-winning singer called Carolyn Shaw, who is just amazing. And he made her voice, frankly, I don't know how to explain what the hell he did, but it sounded so amazing. And it's kind of a similar thing that they did in Shizune, but while at the same time maintaining that old traditional Japanese soundtrack that you may have heard in movies like Ghost in the Shell. It's so good. I'm probably going to be editing some of the tracks here in the background while I'm talking, but there's just something special about it, and I highly recommend that you listen to it or watch the movie, if not for the visuals alone or the story, at least for the music.
When watching a movie, the music can literally suck you into the world of the film. It can make you feel like you travel in the world of the Lord of the Rings, or make you feel like a kid again when watching Andy playing with Woody and Buzz. A film giving you an emotion like that is phenomenal, but it doesn't always have to be that. Sometimes a montage can really up a movie's quality with the right song choice.
Oh, yeah.
It could make a scene of some nerd making his spider cosplay costume more intriguing, or gut punch you like Up's first 5 minutes. Like this scene without its iconic music, it would not hit the same.
Bruh.
That nigga, there ain't gonna be no sound.
Whoa, true, but in my opinion, they could have switched out the music with another song, like 7 Years by Lucas Graham. In fact, if they switched the music with that instead, I think the scene would have been more powerful. Don't lie, you agree with me.
I don't know so much about that. Like, I can see that in retrospect of watching the scene, but it would have felt a bit too on the nose to get that gut punch. I'll be like you're trying too much. Like, I can hear it. I don't see the subtleties. I don't catch those. But that might just be me. Like, I'm always searching for like deeper meanings while watching a movie. No, like I prefer a bit more of a show don't tell approach.
It's even better when both the soundtrack and movie itself work together as one unit. Like in Oppenheimer. Everybody and their nana has seen it already, so we all know how amazing the soundtrack is. Each song blending in with every scene, making every event in this movie feel more epic than it actually
Ludwig
is.
for the win.
Even when it's just him teaching in the classroom. Ludwig Granola did an amazing job with the music of the film. And since
Dude also made the soundtrack for Black Panther 1 and 2. Dude is goated with all the sauce. He's the quintessential quirked out white boy.
since the music is blaring the entire movie, it never takes you out of the experience. Alright, bro. And musicals. Some people don't mess with musicals, but I mess with a good musical. Some people don't like them because they think, ew, why they singing and dancing in public out of nowhere? Kinda cringe, not gonna lie.
We all do that.
Not one of y'all have ever felt whimsical. Not one of y'all have seen a small glimpse of the beauty that life has to offer. So extravagant that it made you want to sing. It don't even gotta be the beauty of life. Eating a good burger would provoke me to sing and dance on the spot. Musicals are not unrealistic.
Look at all the fucks I give. House on the Prairie, right? No. Oh my god, no. That's not House on the Prairie. Oh god damn it. That's Sound of Music. Julie Andrews, yes. I had to remember where the edit with her holding guns came from.
You guys are just pigs Pussies! You see no magical color in anything. Musicals are f***ing fire. Acting like La La Land and The Lion King aren't peak, especially Renaissance Disney musicals. Disney were dropping buckets like they were the 97 Bulls back then. A movie could take you so far with just its music alone. Like, have y'all seen Grease? The story's almost non-existent. The main leads fall in love, then they sing, then they race, then they sing, then they go to heaven, then they sing. Like, the story doesn't matter too much. Plus, these the oldest high schoolers I've ever seen in my life. This nigga 40. But it don't matter, cause the songs were so peak. And I don't mean that loosely. Some of the best songs you can hear in TV and movies are in this. Summer Nights, You're the One That I Want, Hopelessly Devoted. The fact these are all in the same movie blows me away and continues blowing me. You think you're gonna hear music as majestic as this while you wait for your favorite artist to drop? I don't think so. A good
This man is insane. His edits are insane.
musical could take you a long way, but a bad one makes you want to get off at the first stop. And there ain't no better example than the new Mean Girls movie, bro. I don't even know why I watched it. I've heard.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Who allowed them to make a remake of Mean Girls? Okay, I had to compose myself there. Look, I am generally not adversarial towards remakes. Yes, I said it. I don't mind those. I don't support the being made remakes, but I also don't lose my shit whenever a new adaptation or a remake of an old movie is made. Yet, I do have one caveat with that. At least make the remake better than the original. And yes, you can make remakes that are better than the original. Dread 3D is a thing. It is a thing. Dude, goddamn. It's a natural thing, but this, no, you do not touch Mean Girls.
Heard everyone say it was bad. I watched the trailer for myself, thought it looked bad. I heard one Fentanyl Pam song, thought it sounded bad. Saw the new Karen and Regina, thought they looked bad. Oh wait, I think I found out why I watched the movie.
I'ma eat it.
Plus, I'm a huge fan of the original. Literally, it's top 20 movies ever. So when I heard they were gonna make a remake and it's gonna be a musical, I instantly thought, well, this shit about to suck. And it did. The music was terrible. Every time this girl opened her mouth and hit a note, I hated it. Every time the students sang, I hated it. This song made me want to vaporize whoever was responsible of putting it in this movie. Not one song is good or decent. None.
Oh, wow.
Like, I don't. Almost every time they break into song and dance, it looks and sounds so awkward. The lyrics are bad.
Okay, hold on. My name is Regina George and I am a massive deal. Fear me, love me, stand and stare at me, and these are real. What? It's kind of fun when she bears her claws to think you're safe because you're with a nitpicks predator. Who wrote this?
Like, y'all wanted to make this a musical and not know how to make a musical? Why? Why did you guys make this? Why are you guys like this? Even outside the music, the movie farts on the original's story, characters, and comedy. There's no redeeming qualities. It's just shit. Okay, that's not all true. The new Damien carried this film hard. I'll give him that. I'd even argue he did better than the original. Like, he's genuinely the only humorous part in this movie. But even he couldn't save it. Because every time Katie's actress is on screen, it feels like she's trying to trap me inside a domain expansion. Bad movie, bad musical, and bad music. This movie makes me fear when characters start singing in movies.
So you're meaning to tell me that whenever she appears, she's going to leave you with brain damage for 2 months. That's a JJK reference from Go Jumps. Why am I even explaining this?
I don't want to fear music in movies. I don't want to talk about this no more. It hurts. And for TV shows, let me gush over this quickly. But I love when non-musically focused shows just pull out with the biggest banger you've ever heard in your life.
Yes.
SpongeBob and Amazing World of Gumball do this all the time. Whenever
That's
a SpongeBob
true.
Christmas special is made, just believe the SpongeBob writers will cook a jingle like no other. Gary Come Home is sadder than any Mitski song. And Rip Pants, do I need to continue? Even just the background music is iconic. And I don't just mean the background music of them just talking and stuff. I mean the music cues of when they close up on some ugly ass mug. That's the best. And
You know that your song is goated when every single content creator make use of your music for the edits. How many of you have heard me use the Wii Shop soundtrack to introduce a song? God damn it, I'ma edit the video with that very soundtrack. And if he ends up talking about it, I'm not apologizing.
And Gumball has less songs, but it makes each one count. I don't know who tells the voice actors of Gumball and Darwin to perform like they're young and still thriving, mindless behavior. But whoever you are, thank you. I don't even need to praise them. When you yourself hear a vocal like this, you'd want to text her back too.
Gumball is wild.
Anyways, video games. There's music in them sometimes. Music in video games is more important to me than the video game itself being able to work. That's how serious this is, bro. I love the GTA 5 radio so much. Driving at night in game whilst listening to West Coast classics is better than therapy. Undertale's soundtrack always makes me want to ascend, and the Jet Set radio soundtrack. I did not know life could be so good. But Nintendo music, never.
My brothers in Christ, they are making a Jet Set Radio remake. I demand the Death Grips is introduced into this game. Please, it would be so freaking fitting to listen to him, to all the tracks that they're making there. Oh my god, I need it.
Big Pokemon fan, and the soundtracks for each place you enter is marvelous. The friendly neighborhood vibes of Litter Town, the Poke Center theme feeling like a big old hug from Nurse Joy herself, and Lake from Pokemon Diamond.
We vibing today.
It's not even just their games. The menu music on their console apps goes hard. The music on Me Plaza just made me want to grind harder on the game whenever I played it on my 3DS. This goofy ass song that's in every YouTube video in existence, and the Wii startup music. It's like Nintendo were summoning the dark, evil spirit of John Lennon to make this music so fire. I love Nintendo so much. I love it. But they don't love me. Nintendo music is amazing. But nothing compares to Sonic.
He has spoken.
Music. I don't even know where to start or end in this conversation, but like Sonic was such a big part of my childhood, and the music in all the games, even in the anime. It's just, I don't even know how to describe it. Y'all seen WrestleMania Night 2 this year? That's how each and every Sonic song feels to me. That's how good I think it is. Like Sonic in general could be a video on its own. But I'm just gonna say this. In This World is the best video game song of all time. No debate.
It's too good. I mean, Sonic is good. But I would like to argue that the Marvel vs. Capcom soundtracks have been legendary as well. But that might just be me not having played enough Sonic games. Like, seriously, don't tell me that when you're hearing the Shumagura soundtrack, you don't feel like fighting somebody. It's just so good.
Ramen! Are you sleeping, you fat fuck?
Music is a... Wait, I've said the word music too much. I'm gonna use a different word. Burritos. Burritos is delicious. Sometimes even the quote-unquote bad ones. Have y'all seen the playlist for terrible songs on YouTube? This is some of the greatest stuff I've heard.
Love your mother. Treat your mother right, that's the one.
There is no other.
I've even asked my Twitter for some trash. And even they were giving me beef.
You might think you might like me, but I promise that you won't.
Oh man, him bringing up Rebecca Black before just made me remember the parody to Friday. The whole, my head is a dolphin.
Friday.
Fucking love that video.
I've designed this web of lies. I do things I say I don't.
Not to say there's not a lot of bad music out there. Believe me, there is. Any rapper that rap fast and he just saying nothing, like rap slow and say nothing. Just cause you yapping like Alvin and the Chipmunks over there don't mean I'm impressed. Turn it off! I'm about to expose myself right now, but I don't care. I'm not gonna lie about it no more and pretend these songs and musicians are bad. But 100 Gex, bro, I'm tired of pretending to hate them, bro. Like, yeah, I still don't like Money Machine. And it's also not like I'm in love with every single song they put out. but when they hit, they really hit. Why is Hollywood Baby one of the hardest songs I've heard this year? Dumbest Girl Alive is hard too. And I also love that Doritos Cheetos Libido song. I really like that. Their new album in general, kind of smacks. It's a fun listen. They still hit or miss for me though. Don't clown me too much. Blade? No,
Blade?
I'm not taking this Blade disrespect. I refuse! I had a short Blade phase back in freshman year. Red Light and Working on Dying were consistently on my rotation. This dude was basically my Juice WRLD. And I do admit his music is for sad middle schoolers that are depressed because their mom said no to the friend sleepover. And his new music ain't nothing to write home about either. But to little old me back in freshman year, you have no idea how good Blade was to me. Plus, I don't want to tolerate any disrespect from anybody named Pokemon 333. Your days are numbered. Jay-Z? K-pop? The Roblox song? Y'all don't know good music if it smacked you with a fish. AJR? Oh, okay, they are pretty bad. You see, we all got different definitions of bad. And since that is the case, is there really such thing as bad music? Yeah, you're right.
Damn, young Denzel. Whoa.
Burritos are a magnificent form of art, bringing a multitude of different sounds and genres that I just wanted a fanboy over. If you know how to play an instrument, love it. If you don't know, learn it. And if you don't like music, get out. And that's kind of all I have to say. Music is a beautiful thing. The good, the bad,
and the ugly.
And the ugly. And in conclusion,
bruh, he could have ended the whole thing with Jigglypuff, jiggle. Boom. I heard the trap remix of the Jigglypuff song once. My ears have never bled harder.
Good morning, Albuquerque. You are right now listening to 99.9 Death Metal Radio. Playing only the deadliest death metal you've ever heard. Your parents hate us, your neighbors hate hearing us, and your wife left you. Playing heavy death metal all day, 24/7, 365, until you drunk drive. What you calling for?
Hi, I ran over my grandma with a forklift just so I can be on Death Metal Radio.
Awesome. 99.9, where the death never ends.
Deal.
When you hear this,
yo, it's not just the music. This entire video was goated. That is so much fun. Jesus. Oh, this was hilarious. Thank you for recommending this channel. This is a gold mine of just good content. That being said, guys, please do make sure to go and subscribe to Degenerocity. And of course, if you like this reaction, don't forget to hit that like button. And I wish you all to have a wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. Bye.